Of course, the very first thing we got to do is get this front bumper off. So I've done this a bunch and a bunch on video, but I'm not going to make you go watch a separate video on how to take the front bumper off. Let's go ahead and quickly get the front bumper pulled. All right, so the very first thing you want to do is grab yourself a trim tool, and you're going to want to remove all of these clips. Right here, 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 all of them. And this upper shroud will come off. All right, just like that, that upper tray is off. Exposing some bolts we're going to need to take off later. Not yet. Leave the top has the last bit to be detached. Next thing, on both side corners of this bumper, you're going to want to remove all of these push clips that go into the bumper. Don't remove any of them in here on this little splash shield. It's not necessary. That's actually attached to the under tray. Just these all the way up to the edge of the bumper here on both sides. Once you've got all of those clips out of there, the next thing we need to do is remove the corner bracket bolts. So if you look in here, you're going to see a pair of bolts. See if we can get it to focus. Focus, there we go. In the corner, there are 2 bolts on either side, and they go down through here like this and hold the fender to the corner of the bumper and perform its alignment. That is on both sides. So go ahead and remove those bolts. They are tight. Use a 1/4-inch drive, 10 millimeter, little short ratchet, stubby to get in there, and it's gonna hurt. It hurts your wrist and your hand as you pull it out, but go ahead and get that sucker out of there. If you've got an extended reach ratchet like this with the right combination of sockets, they usually fit. All right, and once you've got those bolts loose, you're immediately gonna see that the corner of the bumper wants to sag a bit. You can get your hand inside, support the bumper, and pull down, wiggle a bit, and this is gonna pop out. Now you can put a plastic or put tape on the edge. You can put a plastic trim tool in here to gently pull away. There's a Christmas tree clip in the middle of this that goes up into the fender. It's pretty tight. I've not broken one yet. Usually just wiggling and pulling will release it. You can see the clip right there. So just give this a good pull it away. If you're scared of it, get you a plastic trim tool. Like I said, put some tape here to protect it, and then pry as you pull down and pop both corners out. All right, I just want to show you, I've snaked some tape in here to protect this lip so that I can attack that Christmas tree clip you can see in here. Take the trim tool, you get around that clip, and you pry down while pulling the bumper away. It's not completely out just yet. I just want it to dislodge it. It's on like its last little bit. So we're gonna do that on both sides. And whenever we undo the under tray of the bumper, it's gonna allow the bumper to rock out, and this will more easily pop away from the body. You wanna start it now, because if you don't, it's much harder to fight it while the bottom of the bumper and everything else is loose. So go ahead and repeat that on the other side. Hey everyone, sorry to interrupt that awesome video that you're watching, but I need to take a minute to talk about our channel's sponsor, CarLock. I don't know if you know this, but approximately every 3 seconds in the US, a vehicle is stolen. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to be part of that statistic, and CarLock is here to help you not become part of that statistic. How? Well, they sell a both OBD2 and hardwired version of a GPS tracking device that is 4G LTE enabled. Oh, but wait, there's more. It sends real-time notifications to your smartphone to say things like, hey, vibration has been detected. The door has been opened. Hey, your device has been disconnected. Someone's trying to steal it. Oh no, your engine has started. And even worse, your vehicle is now in motion and you didn't do it. And having those types of notifications for my project cars give me serious peace of mind, and they will for you too. Now, they also sell extension cables and splitters if you want to hide your OBD2 device under the dash, as well as extra sensors to increase your level of security if you so choose to. And for a short time, you're going to get a discount on your device. Well, Down below, I'm going to have a code. First code is going to be for 10% off of CarLock's Amazon store. Second code is going to be for 14 free days of service. Y'all go check that out. Thank you very much, CarLock, for sponsoring this video here today. Y'all pick one up to help support the channel. Let's get back to the video. All right, I come to you from under the car. There is a tremendous amount of these little 7mm screws that hold the bottom of the bumper on. Now, if you're just doing the grill insert, just these along the lip here, 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 and repeat down the side, just those can come off and the bumper will come away. Because I'm going to do that intercooler, I'm also going to pull this lower tray, which is just a handful more of these 7mm, as well as some right here, and then there's a push clip in the center right there. So get all of these bolts pulled off, and then, like I said, in my case, I'm gonna drop that tray too, and then we're almost done pulling the bumper. And you can see here clearly under tray is off. That just literally falls out of there once you take the bolts out. Now the bottom of the bumper is loose. All we have left to do is up top, and all we have up here is a collection of more 7mm screws. There's going to be a pair of clips that clip this this rubber gasket here in the corner. See it right there? Into the bumper support. You're going to want to pop those guys loose, and this guy comes right off. Now, before I pull the bumper off, a few things I want to explain to you. Thing one, there are some connectors down here. There's one right here on this side, a big connector. And then there is the side marker connector and the side marker connector. Depending on your model and the features you have, there might be one more connector on this side. So as the bumper comes away, you're going to carefully pull the connection here that goes to the fender, make sure it fully separates and away. You're going to let it drape loose. In fact, it's going to want to come away more now, and then pull it away. Kind of fold the bumper forward and come up and off. Hold it on your feet type situation, or put a box down here while you pull the connectors, and then it'll come fully away. All right, so clearly I've got the corners popped. And once the corners are popped, the bumper is gonna flop around very loosely. See, it's ready to come off. All right, and just for dramatic effect, you can watch me remove it. So the top has to come up over some pegs, and when you do, it's going to drop down. And this is where we're going to disconnect our connectors. First, the side markers, so that we're not pulling on them. Like that. And then this one's got just the one big connector right here. That's got to be disconnected. It is very tight. And just like that, front bumper is away.